friends. Hope you're doing well. I feel like the camera's too low. Still doesn't feel right. I don't know. The shot looks okay. But I feel like I can normally see myself. Yeah. Yeah. I like this thing, but it's just so big. It just takes up so much space in the shot. I don't know. I think this looks better. You can see my beautiful face. My beautiful ASMR making face. But I can't laugh directly into the microphone. So, I don't know what I'm going to talk about today. We're going to find it though. I started watching this show called Ted Lasso with my girlfriend. Today we started watching it, and we already watched the first, half of the first season. It's really good, and it's really wholesome, and if you haven't seen it, even if you don't think you like sports shows, watch it. It's so wholesome, and so cute, and so amazing. You need to watch it. Go, turn this off, go watch that. I don't need the views. Go watch Ted Lasso, it's so good. Yes, and I met with my accountant today. Not a lot of info yet, because it's just the first. So basically when you have an accountant, how it kind of works is you go with all your numbers and you give it to them, and they write it down, they ask you questions, and then you they do your taxes, and then you come back at some point, they're here's what you owe, or here's what you're getting back, and here's what you pay this next year. And I pay quarterly estimates. So because of some of the decisions I made, which I wasn't sure about, actually ended up being pretty good. So I didn't take any of the PPP loans, which those were the loans they gave to small businesses, and I didn't file for unemployment, even though I probably could have. And a lot of people are well, you should have. It was kind of free money, but it's I didn't really need it. So let the people who need the money get the money. And unlike some of those big corporations that got the small business loans, despite being giant, corporations with holdings, I was I paid for this big job. It'll be okay. And people were no, you're literally just had surgery. You can't work. You should be filing for unemployment normally. And I was yeah, I'll be fine. So I just didn't. And because of that simplified my tax situation quite a bit. Although I did probably leave some money on the table. But apparently there's I was talking to my accountant. She's it's probably a good thing you didn't, because a lot of those people are getting audited now. And I was I'm really glad I didn't then, because yeah, I don't want to get audited. Not that I do anything wrong with my taxes. I try to be as honest as possible with my taxes. I'm sure some things get left out here and there, but I've just heard the auditing process is not fun, and I don't want to be a part of that. And yeah, so we're gonna just pay my taxes. If they can get the big, gangster guys, I just don't want the hassle. That's why I pay someone to do my taxes. I'm I don't want the hassle. I don't want the stress of maybe doing this wrong. I will pay you. Please, here's my numbers. Please make this at least reduce the risk of me making a big mistake by a lot, And then I could be my intentions are good, so I can't at least go to jail for it. And so, this is that. And, yeah. So I got, I figured out, how much money I made last year. Spoiler alert, it was about, before expenses, I think it was right around $44,000. So I don't know if that's a lot or a little to you. That's a down year for me. Typically I make a little over 50 the last couple of years, and one of the best years recently I made about 65. That was a really, really good year, but that was also the year where I was working so much it stressed my relationship, and me and my girlfriend of 5 years broke up. So maybe there's obviously a limit there. But what's interesting is, even though I made less money, because I normally make between 50 and 55 would be an average year. So that 65 year was really good, obviously. And 44 is down, but not down as much as I would have thought, considering I had to take 2 months off to recover, and COVID kind of like punched a hole in a lot of my income. But it kind of like shows like, oh, like the thing I really like doing is event photography, which I don't charge a lot of money for because most of the event photography I'm doing is for nonprofits. And so it's like, that really doesn't add up to that much money. And it's probably just more stress, but I do like doing it because it gets me out of the house. It gets me going to things that I would normally not do, and I get paid to do it. So it's win-win-win, Like the organization gets cheap photos that are high quality. I get to see weird shit that I never would have gone to otherwise. That ends up being cool, like most of the time, and I get paid to do it. So it's not as much as I would normally charge like a corporate business for like boring stuff, but hey, whatever, it's pretty cool. So, but then also this year, so that puts it in perspective, like if I made 44,000 and some change last year, this year already having made like $1,600 in the stock market is kind of just like in the first month, it's like, okay, that's pretty good. So, it's like a third of my income last year. So far, what I've just been planning on doing is rolling that into my weekly investing plays, and I learned a little bit about my tax implications for that. It doesn't seem like it's too big of a deal. It seems like I just gotta treat that tax as like normal income, which is fine. I'm used to doing that anyway. So it should be pretty good. I signed up for a new brokerage today. I'm going with Fidelity. A couple reasons. So if you were following my channel, I got involved in the GameStop stuff, and Robinhood didn't do such a great job with that. But then my other brokerage account, which holds my long positions, those are positions you buy and plan to hold for at least a year or longer. They just lost my account. And for 4 days, it just said you don't have any money with us. And it's even though the history shows it, and I was still getting dividend payments from some of the stocks I did hold, indicating okay, so what's going on? How do you lose an account? Imagine if you went to your bank and they were just oh yeah, you don't have an account here, and you're well, I have a card, and they're yeah, but you don't have an account here. So I'm pretty mad at them. So I'm switching out to Fidelity. And so I signed up today. I gotta wait a couple days to let the bank account connects, and then I gotta go through, either I have to figure out how to transfer my stocks that are over with Ally over, or if I should just sell them, liquidate it, wait, a hot minute, and then close out the account. But I think it'll just be a hassle to get all the tax forms I need if I totally close that account out, because it's January already, so I might just have to live with three brokerage accounts for the year, and then I'll close it all out, just make that clean cut in December, that's probably, I guess, what I'll probably do. It probably makes the most sense. I'll just maybe pull some of that stuff out, or I don't know, figure that out. I just don't want them to charge me any fees for not having any money in my account. So maybe I'll look into that if there's fees or something. But also if I hold all the stocks in there, then it'll have been at least a year so that I could cash out on long positions, which is cheaper. So, that might be a good idea too. Yeah. So, yeah. That's kind of the exciting things in my life. Nothing too exciting. Started watching Ted Lasso. Got the accountant stuff. I did a really easy job today. I pretty much just set stuff up and then hung out, because it was just 4 interviews, but they were all in the exact same spot, so I didn't have to change anything. The director kind of ran the camera, so I was kind of just hanging out, which is great. Girlfriend came over, made dinner for us, made fettuccine alfredo with hearts of palm spaghetti. So I got this at Costco. It's hearts of palm, so it's the inside of a palm tree, which sounds weird, but it tastes I don't know, it tastes like nothing really. But they make it into a spaghetti, and it's got no carbs. It's got 2 grams of carbs per serving. So I put some chicken breast and some alfredo, just bing bang boom, done. Steam some veggies. Nice. And it was a great dinner. And I was like, okay, this hearts of palm spaghetti. It's I like it. I like it, the spaghetti. So it's pretty good. Anyway, I think so. I do have some sad news. There is a picture. There's a video of a cat. If you go back far enough in the channel, it's like cat eats food or something like that. It's a black cat. That black cat died the other day. That's sad. So my ex-girlfriend is my ex-girlfriend's cat. But we lived together for a couple years. So that cat was kind of like my cat roommate, or Bear's sister. And Bear and her got along really well. So Bear might be going over to ex-girlfriend's house, for some snuggle therapy. Because he does that from time to time, which is nice. Me and my ex-girlfriend have like joint dog custody, kind of, where she gets like visitation rights. Because like I just want what's best for the dog. And so like, if I have to work like a lot, or if I'm going out of town, like I have a babysitter like built in, and he loves to be over there. He loves her family. He gets a big yard that he can run around in. So I'm gonna loan him out, which is also nice because it's supposed to be like -degrees here in Omaha. Oh no, it's supposed to snow. Oh, not till Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, if you can read this, it's -2 right now here in where I live in Ralston, which is basically Omaha. And it's supposed to be 9 tomorrow, 12 on Wednesday, 7 on Thursday, 3 on Friday. These are the highs. So it's supposed to be real crap. But it's -2 right now. But it's not windy, so it's just like a real still. It's really weird because you go out there, it doesn't feel that cold because the wind's not blowing, which is nice. But then like your nose hairs start to freeze, and you're just like, wow, fuck this. So anyway, that's kind of all that I got going on here. Just thought I would do a little update. Nothing too exciting, because I didn't have anything to think about. But like getting close to like midnight, and I want to keep going on these videos, keeping a video a day as much as I can. So there you have it. I hope you're doing well. What's new with you? Drop some comments. Let's chit chat about it. And obviously, like the video, subscribe if you're new, all that stuff. And I hope you're doing well. And if not, well, I hope that turns around for you. So with that said, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.